Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tim Alf, and I'm also here with my son Samuel Alf. Say hi, Sam.
Hi.
We're actually reviewing this game called The Way Remastered, and I actually already recorded it, and my talking during the game didn't turn out so well. So we're going to try to highlight some of the areas about the game and give you a review. But as I always like to do is go to the eShop to show any videos or information about the game that's there already. Now, while it's showing us here is showing in the coming soon area, but this game is already actually released as of today. So I apologize for the late review, but I also want to thank Sonka for allowing us or giving us a review copy and allow us to take a look at it and share it with you today. So with that, I'm just kind of going over what's in the eShop in this video here. And as you can see, there is a video that we can watch, the release video. But you also can see that there is no demo as of right now. So I don't know if Sanka's planning on releasing a demo or not. But as Marty likes to say, and I think the rest of the Nintendo dads like to say, is that it'd probably be in everyone's best interest if they give a demo video. Right, Sammy?
Yeah.
Or at least a demo. Because Sammy likes to play demos. That's how he gets to play most of the games he likes to try. Like Pikachu, Detective Pikachu, right, Sammy?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, again, looking over some of the pictures here, looking over some of the details. This game released today, so you won't be able to pre-purchase it. You can purchase it today for, I believe it's $13.99 or $14.99. I apologize, I don't have the correct number in front of me, but that's in the eShop, the US eShop, and I believe that the UK or European eShop is pretty comparable in price, somewhere around I think £13.49 or something like that. Um, but it's a pretty good price for the game, and it's listed as a platformer, puzzler, adventure, action game. And I've also seen it listed as a cinematic platformer. And it's only one player, which Sammy doesn't like. He likes it when it's two player, right, Sammy?
Yeah.
So, because we get to play together. All right, I'm just gonna get this started here. And by the way, my son left. It's actually a little later now. And now he's in bed. So now we get to see the rest of this game and see how it starts, how it plays, and as usual, what I like to do at the beginning of a game is to go through some of the settings to show what's there. So in this case, we can see the control settings and that you can turn off HD rumble if need be, which is interesting. Another option here that we can review is the music player. Music player actually allows you to listen to all the songs that are in this game, which I thought was really cool. It was all unlocked. You didn't have to unlock it through certain actions throughout the game. So if you like the soundtrack, you'll be able to listen to it. Another option here is the achievements. And yes, this game has achievements, which I thought was very interesting. I've seen a couple games that have achievements, um, but not too much on a Nintendo console. So I just thought that was very interesting. I don't know if this is going anywhere further or connecting anywhere further, but thought that was pretty cool. So here we're starting the game, and it's just goes right into the story from the title screen, which I thought was really cool. So I've actually skipped a lot here just to show, because obviously if you like this game and you're gonna get it, you're gonna see what happens from the point of what you saw, where I unburied my wife, and that's what he was doing at the beginning of the video there, or the beginning of the game, and he's bringing her home, and not much that happened in between, just more stuff about how to operate the game. But as you can see here, is bringing the wife home, putting her in the capsule, and essentially the game is about bringing her back to life and some of the discoveries that he's made along his career with his wife some alien discoveries that could possibly do that. So here you're just seeing me kind of run around my flat and discovering some of the notes that I found throughout the flat about some destinations that I've gone to before as a character. I mean, I haven't personally done it, but the character has. And it's going back to learn about those things, those alien technologies or alien things that will help bring my wife back to life. So it's very interesting to find out about this kind of stuff and to kind of go around the flat to discover the things that this character discovered. One of the things I discovered while doing this, or while searching through my flat and even later on, and I don't know if you'll see it here or not, but one of the things I discovered was using your Switch's screenshot capabilities to take a screenshot of things in the game so that you can go back to it and reference it later in the game. So I highly recommending that, to do that, so you can reference it later. For example, that map, I don't think I did it there, but later on, I think I started seeing some things that I was like, you know what, I should take a screenshot of that because I might need that later. So, and there's a couple instances later, I was happy I did that. Alright, now that we've finished that part, now it looks like we've unlocked a new task. And this is the part where you see I start doing some screen captures of things I've collected. Now I just did this particular map, but I think I realized before I leave the flat that, you know what, I actually should take screenshots of some of the other things I found here in the flat. Again, I really highly recommend that you do that type of thing. Unless you've got a really good photographic memory, then you won't need to do that. So as you can see, I've made it to the next part of the game here. I got the capsule and made it here with the capsule. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. For me, again, I like games like this because I can explore, figure out what I need to do next. It may be obvious what to do next, but I don't usually go to that first. I usually am trying to figure out if there's something else to do before I do the obvious. So I'm going to be poking around and playing with the buttons and getting a feel for what this game is like. So I'm getting to see if there's any kind of secrets and what have you. But again, so far it's been pretty straightforward, and I've been enjoying finding out the puzzle part of it, trying to figure out what to do next. This starts off a good example of some of the other puzzles and how to get to security without setting the alarms off. And if you set the alarm off, it's not necessarily getting captured. I believe, which you'll probably see later on, as long as I don't cut it out. If that red light hits you, it shoots a laser at you and you die. So, and then you got to start over. Speaking of dying, one of the things I found out later on, if we get to this part, that I didn't know about is that this game does not auto-save. So, if you die, you get to start over, but if your Switch dies or something else happens, we'll talk about later, if something else happens, then you lose your game save. So the only way this game saves is, and what I found out in reading, and I'm not sure if this is going to be fixed in a patch or anything, but what I found out was that data saves only happen when you close the game. So when you exit the game and close it. then it will save. And this is very important to know so that you save your progress, especially if your battery's about to die or what have you, or maybe you find a bug and the bug starts your game over. You don't lose your progress. So just wanted to make sure I pointed that out. But while I was talking about that, hopefully you got to see some of this. This is the easy puzzle stuff, just avoiding the lights. Alright, now that we've knocked out the security guard, we can unlock other things and open up new tasks. And as you can see here, I kind of fast forwarded a bit here for you guys. Again, you guys can discover a lot of this on your own, but I wanted to show you how I took a snapshot of that map and also what happens here when I unlock certain things in that computer. In that case, I unlock the ducts, and then you can unlock the generators. So it allows you to access certain things in this area. I just thought that was really cool, and I wanted to share that. The next part I wanted to share was I got past a little further into the puzzle there where I got to the spaceship. But I'm showing you another thing where I take a screenshot of a note here because I had a feeling that I probably will need it later. So take a screenshot and then move on with the game. Never know when I'll need that note. Again, I'm a little further in the game. As you see, I got an achievement, and I can now use a gun to take out some of the security cameras, as you'll see here. That laser gun comes in real handy throughout this game, so I'm so glad I got it. Just checking to see if I can open those security lockers and get anything. Now I can take out those pesky drones. Yes. Now it means I can go over here and take out these pesky drones. And it's using the digital, the joystick there. So the aiming, I had a little trouble with that, that's all. You can shoot pretty much anything though, especially these drones and the robots. Gotcha. Alright, so basically I wanted to show you this part too so I could show you how I use my photo area to help me remember what to do in other parts of this game. So I know some of you might have better memory than me, but for me, taking photos of the things I've learned about the game helps me not forget important things that I need to do later. So in this case, I remembered that something was said on a post-it note about what to do, what to purchase. So I'm going back to reference that post-it note in my photo area, and then going back to the game to make the right choice in the section of the game. Alright, so now I know I skipped over a lot more for you too, but I wanted to show this part to you guys of the puzzle. Of course, I got the gun, the laser gun, shooting down the drones. And basically what I have to do is get to this battery cell on the left ramp over there and bring it down on that elevator and take it over to those right larger battery cells. And what I had found on one of the notes in the puzzle was that I had to make all 3 battery cells equal in the amount of energy they have. And they each have to have 4 notches or 4 cells or what have you. They each have to have 4. They have to be equal across the cell 1, 2, and 3, or in those 3 cylinders there you see off to the right. Basically, I have to take the little cylinder there and transfer each of those notches into the other to make it equal. Now, this took me several tries, which you guys are about to see, but I tried to shorten it up a little bit for you guys so you could see, so you wouldn't have to get through all of it as much as I did. Again, some of you will probably be a lot more smarter than me and be able to get through a lot quicker, but it took me a few trial and error tries. So right now you're seeing me kind of playing around, getting an idea of what's going on here with these cells, and trying to get an idea of how these buttons work. How the up button puts the charge in, and the down button takes the charge out. Come on, brain, work. I can figure this out. 4, 4, and 4. Nope, didn't get that right. Doesn't look right. Ugh. This doesn't look right. Nope. Try it again. You can tell this is hurting my brain because I'm not moving much. I'm trying to figure it out. And you see, nope, that didn't work. Alright, what do I try next? Do I go up? Do I go down? Do I put these 3 over here? Do I put these 3 over there? Will this give me 1? Will this give me 2? How do I get 4 to 4? What the heck? Did I just screw it up? Oh gosh. And nope, I didn't get it right. But this is where I think I started to get it. I think, yeah, this is where I was like, okay, I think I got it. But how each one of us gets this particular puzzle, I think, will be different. There might be a few different options, but how we all arrive to it will be different. And I think I got it. Yes, seems correct. Now I can move on. I can fly out of here. Oh, can't go that way. Let's get onto the spaceship. All right, so I skipped past through so we could see where we're getting on the spaceship. We did all the puzzle things that we needed to do to be able to launch. We're talking to the hologram to make sure we can, make sure the ship is ready. There are some funny bits from talking to the hologram, which I thought was kind of fun. but it overall was a lot of fun to try to figure this out. I enjoyed this a lot. I know you guys didn't get to see a lot of this, but I hope that you guys got something out of it and can, if you like these type of games, hopefully you guys can make a choice. Again, I wish there was a demo so you can kind of maybe even do just this first level and then decide you want to go to the to finish the rest of the game by purchasing the rest. I don't know. I think it would have been cool, but hopefully this helps also to be able to see this. And as you can see, I made it to the planet where I'm going to be doing even more puzzles to try to figure out how to bring my wife back to life. Wife back to life. Yes, I did say that. So with that, quick rundown of everything. Again, if you like the cinematic puzzles or platforms, the story, go for it. I think this is well worth the money to get this game, and especially if you like this graphic style. I've heard it again. People talk about it being similar to Another World. I think this is kind of like your 16-bit graphics. The sound of this game is excellent. Right now, you're pretty much only hearing the music, but the sound through the game is really good. And I'm enjoying the story. It's keeping me locked in, and I want to learn more about this alien race and how it can save my wife. The controls are pretty tight. Nothing to complain about. The puzzles are challenging, especially for me, and maybe not so much for some of you, but I think there's enough variance there that some puzzles will be challenging for most people. The fun factor is there for me. I enjoyed it a lot. Again, the story is kind of keeping me into the game, but I also like the puzzle factors. I like the different puzzles and figuring things out. So I've been enjoying that. Family friendliness did grab my son's attention, although he got bored of it pretty quick and wanted to, of course it was getting close to his bedtime anyways, but he was ready to move on. Plus being that it's not two-player, he couldn't get involved. He just kind of watched, and that wasn't fun for him. Although he does kind of watch that kind of stuff on YouTube, so I don't know. I guess it's too boring for him that he can't get his hands on it. And then final thoughts. I think this is a great idea to pick up, especially if you want a good storyline to follow, a good movie quality type game, I think. So if this is your type of thing, definitely pick it up. I think they did a great job. And again, thanks Sonka for giving us a chance to review it. And hopefully you guys got something out of it. Now, while I'm at it, just want to mention that further into this game, there is, to this date, an issue that Sonka's aware of and has put information out there on, and that's in regards to when you get to the second boss, there's a glitch that causes you to reset the game. Now, this is why I brought up the fact that you have to make sure that you are saving your game by closing out the game. It's a trigger that happens that the game was developed, how they developed it, so that when it closes, it saves. I didn't know that, so when the glitch hit, when I was fighting the second boss, it erased everything that I did. So I had to start this all over again. I'm waiting to start over actually for the patch that's supposed to come out. Because again, this game launched on 4/20 and there's supposed to be a patch out for it. Now, there is a way to get around the glitch, and Sonka did post it on their Reddit page. So go check it out, and hopefully I'll remember to put the link down in the YouTube video page in the comments or in somewhere in the YouTube area. So hope that this helps, and thanks again Sonka for everything, and thanks Nintendo Dads for giving me a chance to review this. Thanks, check you later.